Do Africans treat white people better than their own kind? Have you noticed white people getting a special treatment versus the locals there? Elsa Majimbo, who is a well-known model and creator from Kenya, believes that to be true. Watch this clip, we'll come back and discuss.
Africans in Africa, you treat white people better than you do Africans, and you need to stop that shit. It is such disgusting behavior. I hate the special treatment white people get in Africa. Like, literally, ass kissers, the lot of you. I remember this one time in Cape Town, I wanted to like get a table at a restaurant, and my friend was like, oh, remember to use your white voice so that they don't tell you that the place is booked out. Sorry, I have been to places at the club. Literally, there's a line of black people, Africans. A white person pops up. They're let into the club. Literally, it happens all the time. At restaurants, they're given the first tables. Like, Africans are more kind, more welcoming, more understanding when it comes to them. And it's not just even white people. Anyone who's not African, but especially white people. Are they God? I'm so confused. So many of you are traumatized from colonization. Stop it!
Well, she's not wrong. There are Africans that believe that the white man is the best thing to happen to the world. We talk about those Africans and we've called them out on this channel before, but we also try to understand the background, why exactly they feel the way they feel about white people. And Elsa Majimbo touched on it at the end of her video. She said colonization really messed our people up. And it's true. It is true. Especially in the older generation, unfortunately, you can see it. They believed that whatever the white man touched is gold. And it didn't stop in the older generation. There are so many people in this world in 2024 that believe that they are inferior to the white man. They believed what was sold to them. They believed the programming, whether they liked it or not, whether unaware or whether they were manipulated. It happened. And these people are with us, walking amongst us, and there's a lot of work that needs to be done in order to change that mentality. Imagine sitting in a cafe, and this is a personal experience of mine, and this is the only experience, to be honest, that I've ever had in regards to this, sitting in a restaurant and you're in the middle of a conversation with the waiter, telling him what you would like to order. In the middle of the conversation, a white older lady calls him. And mid-sentence, as I am communicating what I would like for lunch, this guy, and this guy is a black man, starts walking towards her while I'm in the middle of telling him what I'm ordering. It's not funny. I'm smiling because that's how I process things, but it was not. In the moment, I was extremely angry and I stopped him. I said, wait a minute, I'm in the middle of telling you. You can go when I'm finished with you. So he stood there, took my order, and quickly ran to the old lady and took her order. I remember being so shocked because this is the first and last experience, and I'm hoping it's going to be the last one, but that was the first experience I've ever had when it comes to someone literally leaving me, a waiter leaving me hanging as I'm telling him what I want in the middle of the conversation to go tend to someone. Even her, the disrespect, when a waiter is serving someone else, you either like signal them so when they're done with the other person, they come to you. You don't call them in the middle of a conversation, right? But that's what happened and that's my experience. And so I understand that there are people out here really walking with mentality, like an enslaved mentality, even though we're supposed to be free, even though colonization should be dead and gone, it still lives in their minds. And it's sad. It's extremely sad to see your own kind acting like that towards a person and putting them on a pedestal and literally not paying you any mind because you're the same color. It is infuriating. It's worse in certain countries compared to others, but it is there, and it's something that we need to discuss and talk about so that our people can understand and can break away from that mental chain that they are in. It's not right. It's not true, most importantly, that you are not inferior to anybody. It was just something that was enforced in you, whether you know it or not, whether you think you don't have it. It creeps in sometimes, and we see it in our people, and we need to call it out the same way Elsa Majimbo is calling this out, because it won't serve us. Do these people put us first before their own kind? Think about that. They don't. They will always ride with their community for their community. So it's up to us now to also prioritize our own and to work on ourselves in order to serve our community. Everything starts from home. If you can't respect your own brothers and sisters, if you can't give love to your own neighbor, how can you now extend yourself to another community, a community that don't even respect you? So it needs to be addressed, and we need to work on that. We need to educate our people. We need to know our worth, and we need to know we belong. We belong here as much as anybody else. And if anything, if it's in Africa, our brothers and sisters, our neighbors, our society, even from other countries but in the same continent, need to be given the level of respect we are giving these people. They need to be prioritized. It's not up for a debate because it just does not make sense. Let's focus and prioritize and uplift one another. But Elsa Majimbo is not wrong. And we know that it's true because we've allowed so many white people to come to our continent and either scam us or unalive people claiming that they are doctors, they know what they're doing. Just because they're white, we believe that they know exactly what they're doing. And that's not true. The American that claimed that she knows what she's doing and they believed her just because she's white, she didn't have any credentials, she went to Uganda and she's accused of unaliving so many kids because she would operate on them without really having any experience. I'll show you a clip of that.
Third woman is facing disturbing allegations about her nonprofit in Uganda. Renee Bach is being sued for allegedly operating a medical facility without a license, leading to the death of hundreds of children.
And just the other day, we were talking about a scammer in Kenya. Someone captured him admitting to scamming and pretending like he's an investor in Kenya, but he gets away with it because he's a white man. A scammer gets caught in 4K admitting to what he's been up to in Africa, specifically in Kenya. A brother on social media by the name of Ambassador Prince Michael posted this video. Watch this clip. We'll come back.
Overheard white man in Kenya say he pretends to be an experienced investor, but he's not. White people are the biggest scammers in Africa.
So all this could have been prevented if we looked at white people the same way we'd look at our own people. You need to be able to discern, and you need to be able to see their credentials before you hire them, before you allow these people to perform surgery on you. Just because of the color of their skin, we've allowed so many people to do so many things in Africa, and it needs to stop. I am Wongel Zelalem. I'll see you on the next one.